Let's begin.
Here we go! Hi, everybody!
Let's start the insanity.
You are not worried, are you?
Me? No.
Well, we're waiting.
Hello, and welcome to Super Media All-Stars. I'm your host, John Harris, and today I'm joined by a table full of All-Stars, including Jake Boston,
I'm gonna win.
Anthony Borich,
Guilty.
Brent Harris,
I'm starving! I want to eat your babies!
and Jesse Keski.
What's up?
Oh, great intro, fellas, as always. Welcome to Podcast 9 of Super Media All-Stars. Today we got a great show for you. A lot in the news to cover today. Some highlights from the Nintendo Direct this week. Mario Kart Series turns 25. And then we're going to play some trivia at the end. But first, how's everybody doing tonight?
Been doing pretty good.
Can't complain.
Feeling great.
Freaking tastic.
Ready to get this thing on the show, on the road.
Show on the road.
There's the words.
There it is.
Before we dive into things, you guys continue to play some good games this week or pick anything up new recently?
I did the exact opposite of what I was going to say last week and
great.
finish Rabbids and go to Fallout. I went straight to Fallout 4.
I picked up a few good games this week based off last week's episode.
What'd you get?
What's that?
Picked up Nightfire on GameCube, 007 Nightfire.
great. And
For
all that shit
quarter?
he gave me,
like a quarter.
and now he got it.
Yikes.
And
Quarter. That thing could resell for like $80.
No.
Yes.
80? No.
I picked up
Best game ever on GameCube.
picked up 007 Agent Under Fire also on GameCube, because I also forgot about that game.
You're just on a bond kick or what?
Well, it was like $2 on GameCube, so I figured, why not? And then I was super happy to pick up Super Mario Land 2, 6 coins, complete.
Yeah, 6 golden coins.
yeah,
Love it. Complete in box?
Complete in box
I'm
for
jealous.
$15.
Which game is this?
It's like Super Mario Land originally came out on the Game Boy, Super Mario Land.
Oh,
And there was a
okay.
sequel called the 6 Golden Coins.
Yeah, Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. It's one of my top 5 Mario games. I love it so much.
It's like
Oh,
one
wow.
of the, it's one of the weird games where Super Mario Land looks so 8-bit, and then Super Mario Land 2 looked like a huge improvement, but it's still the Game Boy.
It's the first appearance of Wario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I had a Game Boy as a kid, and this was like my love of Nintendo just in a tiny screen, and that's all I cared about, just like an inch to my face, or like a warm light when it was dark, just playing it. I just played this nonstop. I love it.
Wow.
So, yeah, any other pickups this week, guys?
Yes. I guess last week, we didn't talk about it last week, I picked up ARMS.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they had a used copy for $40, so I'm like, yeah, I'm grabbing this.
Good call.
But games I've been playing, I finally beat Mario plus Rabbids.
Oh, you beat it?
I totally beat it.
Nice. How was it?
It was really fun, and are we doing spoilers on this or no? Do you guys want to know?
No, because I haven't got there
No,
yet.
not about
Yeah.
me either.
Okay, I'll
Once
just
I
say...
do another 200
We'll
hours of
talk
Fallout,
later,
I'll
'cause
get
I
to
wanna-
it.
Oh, Jesus. I'll just say, when we talked about the game last week, and there was talk of Bowser being the end boss, it might happen, it might not happen, who knows?
Did it meet your expectations? Coming to the end?
Yes, it did. I thought I was going to beat it last night, because I wanted to beat it before the podcast.
Right.
I thought I was going to beat it last night, but I was stuck on the last 2, stage 4-8 and 4-9, forever. It took me like 3 hours just to beat those 2 stages.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I don't want to tell you guys why, because I don't want to ruin it for you, but it gets tough.
Have you done the challenges yet?
I'm going to go back and do the
Oh,
challenges.
it might be equally hard.
No, I'm definitely going to run through and do all the challenges, and yeah.
Good, that makes me excited because I had to step away with that game for a while for the last week, but I'm ready to come back to it, and I left off in World 3 as well.
Yeah.
So
I already bought the season pass. I'm ready for the new world to come out. I'm ready for any new tidbits they want to throw my way, because I just can't get enough of this game.
agreed.
I haven't picked up anything
That's okay.
just yet.
So let's move on to the news. And there's quite a bit to cover, considering a lot has happened since last week. The NES Classic, huge discussion not too long ago on this show, coming back in 2018, full stock, full retail.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nintendo doing something appreciative of their customers?
Fuck the
They actually
scalpers.
listened.
What?
I love it.
This is a first.
Significantly more.
I think it's a sign of good faith from Nintendo that they're
For sure.
listening to their customers, because this was bad press, really bad press at first.
So does this mean that the NES and SNES Classic are going to be on store shelves at the same time?
I think so, and that's
Quite
okay.
possibly.
I'm
No,
okay
that's
with-
really cool.
Yeah.
The only thing that kind of scares me about this is the VC for the Switch Like I know they were concentrating on GameCube first,
Yeah.
but like I still want. This, I want. I'm
Well-
gonna get this,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I want a lot of VC stuff now.
Number one, we have no idea when their online shit's going to start
Yeah,
because
I know.
they've been saying it's going to come forever,
That's true.
and now it's not even until next year. When it does start, you get one free NES game a month.
Okay.
So at least that's something for
Yeah.
you. But that's all they've said so far.
I'm surprised they didn't announce anything in the direct for the Virtual Console.
Because they don't know what
That
they're
was
doing
really
yet.
Surprising.
The other part of the story is the Super Nintendo Entertainment Classic has been pushed into 2018 for further production, which is also good news because
Yep.
it was originally quoted to end at the end of 2017. Now it's going to 2018. Despite this initial rush we'll be going through this fall, in the next couple weeks actually, we'll see this have some stock shelf. I mean, you got numbers coming in this week with the news articles today saying you got Toys R Us, who's getting like 24,000 copies, which is almost 60 per store.
Nice.
So that's a huge improvement compared to the initial numbers we saw for the
Right.
NES Classic, which was like 6 or 7 per store.
And I saw Walmart was getting 35 per store, and Target was getting anywhere from 30 to 90 per store.
That's awesome.
So
Jesus.
I think they're going to be on stores and available. So
That's
scalpers are going to be fucked. I
that's
think.
the SNES.
The SNES Classic. Yeah.
yeah, which
The
is,
NES Classic comes out later in the year. I think it's spring.
right.
So I don't know if they're
So
going to
spring of next year?
spring of next year
Okay.
is the NES Classic.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if they're going to slow down production of the SNES Classic and switch it over to the NES Classic. I'm not really sure what they're planning to do at that point.
The good thing is that the Super Nintendo Entertainment Classic will be available for the holidays for a lot of families
Yep.
and gamers like us. So I think that's the important walk away from this.
I just love, like, on Facebook and Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and all that shit, people are still trying to sell them for $250. Now
Yeah.
those guys are going to get screwed.
Which is
and
the
I
way,
love
yeah.
it.
Which is the way it should be.
Yeah.
Right.
Scalpers need to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go fuck off, scalpers.
You're still going to have to wait till spring of next year to get it. So I think you're going to see even more people. It's going to be like a flood of people starting to try to get rid of these that they've been holding on to, thinking they're going to be worth like shitloads of money down the road, which they're not now. So that's
hold
great.
out, people. Hold out.
You still have people who are wary of are these numbers true? You know, these are actually going to be stock life, but I think you can put those worries to
Now,
rest.
these were like employees saying that these were the numbers coming in their computers. So
Yeah.
I think this is pretty much confirmed stock that they're going to be receiving in stores. So
So along the lines of Nintendo, our next story that came out this week, and it's more of a rumor speculation, but a third-party company is claiming this, that Nintendo achievements could be on the way. This is long overdue for the Nintendo franchise / any console of theirs.
Oh, I like it when you do that.
Like I said, this is pure speculation at this point, but that could mean gamers love little nods to this, to their achievements on playing a game. Giving that on Nintendo
Yeah.
for like collecting 100 stars on Super Mario 64.
That will make
Yeah.
me replay value for any of these games go up.
Exactly.
Oh, my
I think
God.
PlayStation does the same thing with like medals, right? They all have
Trophies.
their trophies.
Trophies, mister.
They all have achievements and shit people need to get, I guess.
There was a good, like, 3-year span where I was obsessed with trophies. If Nintendo does this, I was shocked when they didn't have it when they announced the Switch to begin with. So if they do come on board with any type of achievement trophy system, I will be on board day one.
I was going to say, are you going to lose it when it's Super Mario Odyssey that they announced this with and it starts up like that?
I will lose my shit.
That'd be cool.
I have big doubts that that's the case. I feel like this is coming with their online support.
I am beyond excited for Odyssey, and there's no way I can get more excited unless they add achievements to it. And then I just, I'm going to
What
lose
a
it.
perfect opportunity. I mean, that's a business structure in itself. That'll sell more.
I mean, not to discredit Nintendo, but Nintendo often, I would argue, misses out on golden opportunities.
Yeah, they do.
Historically.
What
I
percent
think.
of actual gamers care about achievements, though?
A lot more than you think.
What?
I'm one of them.
I think when you finish a game and you want to keep playing it, but you don't have anything else left to do, you kind of look to achievements like,
I would say
it.
probably 20% of people actually care.
I'm going to argue more than that.
That's a lot. That, like, if I've completed the story mode, but then there's like little different things that I can do, and there's a itch that needs scratching, I'm gonna scratch it.
there are people who literally only play games to get the achievements. Like they'll go out and buy SpongeBob so they can unlock all the achievements and up their gamer score.
There's a game for PlayStation right now called My Name is Mayo, and all it is, it's for your Vita. You just tap the screen, and
God.
if you tap the screen, I think it's 10,000 times, you get a platinum trophy.
There for a long
People
disgusting.
did that?
It's very
Jake
gross.
did that.
No, I didn't do that. I'm not big into trophies anymore, but there was a time where I totally would have done that.
See, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I
like achievement hunters, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I like doing that in games where they give you a reward. Like if if you complete this achievement, you get this skin. For me, that's the only time I actually go for that kind of stuff.
So you'd rather do something in the game to where you can get like a costume to where like you can show off what you did. To other
Exactly.
people.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was a big thing in WoW too, actually.
Gotcha.
All right, moving on. Metroid Samus Returns comes out tomorrow, Friday, September 15th, and reviews are rolling in this week, and they are looking really good. People are the average for this thing is running it on Metacritic at an 88, and I've seen
Oh damn.
I've seen a wide spectrum of reviews and feedback. So just to kind of give you a glimpse, and you guys can chime in at any point, the highest I've seen was from US Gamer, who rated it perfect 100 because they're obviously Metroid fans.
Wow.
Yeah, because everybody's heard of US Gamer.
Yeah.
Am I right?
The game's not out yet though, so these are all like professional reviewers, right?
Right
Yeah.
At this
Yeah.
point,
There's
right?
no small guys like us
Yeah.
feedback yet.
Yeah.
So, Game Informer, which is like, I mean, they're a credible rating system. They gave it a 98. So
Wow.
2 away from a perfect.
That's pretty damn high for them. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
I'd say it's probably in the middle there, where everyone else comes in and reviews it. It'll be like high 80s, low 90s is where.
Well,
it'll
then you
sit.
get your IGNs and your other like GameSpot and
Porygon gave it a 9 out of 10.
Polygon.
That's Polygon, sorry.
Porygon?
I've been playing a lot of Pokemon.
That's a Pokemon, yeah.
they're in the 80s. So good to great for this game. There's lower scores. People who are not digging it so much are saying it doesn't take too many new chances for a Metroid series game, but people are not looking for
Why
new
mess
stuff.
with the formula?
Yeah.
It's already amazing.
Yeah.
From
At this
what I-
point, people just want another 2D
yeah,
Samus game.
Just one other Samus
From
game.
what I've seen,
Metroid game.
that's what I expected in score.
yeah.
If you played the Metroid 2 Game Boy one, it's nothing like this.
No,
And it's
Metroid 2 Samus Returns, is that what it's called? Return of
Return of
Samus.
Samus, yeah.
Didn't get really good reviews because it was a Metroid game on the Game Boy.
But the main point of Metroid 2 on the Game Boy was to kill all the Metroids. And that same plot carries over, but with brand new maps essentially in gameplay, and not to mention the counter that came out, and everybody's digging this counter so far in the reviews.
Yeah, but you got to stay still to use it?
I don't know.
But that was the one thing that stood out for me
Yeah?
of the whole game was the counter.
Okay.
And do you think this game's kind of taken pieces from other games and incorporated it into this? Because I think just looking back at other games, didn't Metroid M have the whole counter aspect to it?
It did.
Wasn't that the first one to incorporate that?
It did, and it stole it right from Other M, which that was probably one of the better takeaways from Other
Right.
M was that.
Yeah, there's
So
not a
overall,
lot.
I don't think that game was very well received.
No, not at all.
And to this game's benefit, you walk in and Samus doesn't talk at all. There is no text.
So that's like Zero Mission, or what was the one that did that?
That's what Metroid is mostly known for,
Okay.
is Zero Mission, Metroid Prime. Most
Okay.
of those didn't have text.
Yeah.
They're also liking the zoom out window effect, because there's a cutscene in the newest trailer where it shows a boss coming from the background.
That's
and,
cool.
And then he jumps into your 2D screen perspective.
Right.
Which is really cool. That's a good way to play with a 3DS.
Yeah, especially with the 3D slider on
Yeah.
the 3DS, that could be really sweet.
It's really cool. And one of the things they incorporated was, to your point, Jesse, they incorporated a lot of Metroid music, some of the top soundtracks into this
Yeah.
game.
Nice.
A lot of nods to Super Metroid, nods to Metroid Prime, and I think there's there's a fusion costume in there as an aesthetic.
That was one of the better costumes too.
Yeah, and it looks
really
awesome.
sweet, yeah.
Looks awesome in this game. So I'm
But just
excited.
like purple and teal, isn't that
Yeah,
what the fusion
I think
one?
so.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
nice.
So there's a lot of good things to expect for that. And just to plug it again, we'll be unboxing the Metroid Samus Returns 3DS exclusive coming out tomorrow as well. And then we'll probably do some amiibos and the special edition that came out here in the U.S. as well.
And next week, for a little tease, we will be counting down our top 10 Metroid games.
Yes, so be looking forward to that. And then these keep keep them quick. They're just more of just things to keep on your radar if they interest you. Okami HD is coming to Xbox, PS4, and PC. This game is notorious for being Zelda-esque, but with its own very cool creative art to it. And it's had several renditions on last gen, and I think it came out on the Xbox 360.
No, it came out on PS2.
Oh, it came out PS2.
It was on the Wii though too, wasn't it? With the whole stylist and how
Yeah.
you could draw shapes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been redone.
Are they going to
reshaped.
redo that with the PS4 with the shapes, or is it just going to be a pure hack and slash?
When I played it on the PS3, it was just a hack and slash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was amazing anyway.
Mhm. No, it's still fun.
Yeah, this game's going to look beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I love the art style and the very flowery style that it has.
Yeah, it's gonna be like it's that
Where the enemies, I think, turn to flowers and they kind of float away in the wind.
Yeah.
It's just badass.
Yeah.
The best part about this game
Yeah.
is the art style.
Oh,
by
yeah.
far. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just great.
And then our next announcement is, banking off last week's episode, Destiny 2 surpasses 1.2 million concurrent users as of September 10th. That is a huge amount of players.
That's crazy.
There's a coworker of mine who has been, I think he said he had over 40 hours in it already.
Sure.
And he said
It's only been out a week.
yeah.
That's
I mean, he puts in a lot
A
of
full-time
time in it.
job.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. He said it's great, though. He said it's better than 1 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a huge achievement for Destiny 2, and I'm guessing it only gets better from here for them. So.
I think they said that it surpassed Battlegrounds in terms of the concurrent players.
Yeah, because Battlegrounds had a recent
It was
achievement.
like 1 million or something, right?
Yeah, they just passed that, but Battlegrounds has also been on the market a lot less time, and it's not even actually out
It's still
yet.
in beta, yeah.
Yeah, so who knows what that?
yeah.
what that
It has
game-
one map that you
Well, it's
play.
only out on PC as well, and this is 2 different consoles.
Yeah, imagine. Let's see what this number's doing Xbox when it comes to Xbox. Who knows what that'll do then?
But Destiny 2 is also going to PC, so then it'll
That's
be on
true.
3 different consoles. So
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm-
interested to see what the numbers are then.
I'm very interested to see what the attach rate is for PC on
Yeah.
Destiny 2.
Let's get to the beef portion of our show today, and that is a lot of announcement from the Nintendo Direct. And there's a lot of things we're going to dive into, but there's also some things we're just going to mention and probably skip over. So hopefully some of this stuff pertains to you. Let's start with the best part of it, in my opinion.
By far.
By far.
And that is the Super Mario Odyssey highlights. And there's a lot to be seen here.
I love it.
Let's start with the one I noticed the most, which was the new levels. Those levels looked awesome. And they were
Do you have the names for them?
Shavira, which is like the Iceland.
But this ice level looks, there's nothing there. It looks just
No.
barren
Desolate.
and crazy.
It
yeah,
still looks
desolate.
pretty sweet, though.
There's Mario with snow on his face, and there's not much else to be seen other than him jumping between ice levels and platforms here. But it looked really cool.
And
Looks
it
cold.
looks very cold.
And
He's shivering.
they didn't show much of the landscape, but I think that's okay. I think just a tease for that area will be good enough for me.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if it's like a later like stage in terms of how the game's staged out, because there's like very little there.
So far we've
Yeah.
seen.
I
Or
kind
maybe
of
they just wanted to like keep everything else hidden, like
Yeah,
not
I
quite
kinda-
show like.
I kind of hope there's nothing there. I kind of hope it's just like Antarctica, what you're playing,
I hope
because that would
there's,
be
like,
weird.
A frozen Yeti or something. You can throw your hat on and then run around as like an abominable.
Or could you
snowman or
imagine like
something.
the penguins from Super Mario 64 coming back? That'd be so sweet.
That'd be
Yeah, that would
cool.
slide to stuff.
That would be cool. I would like that
or
a
that,
lot.
that weird snowman from Super Mario 64.
Bring it back.
All right, in the next level they announced, which is super Sunshine-esque, that was Bubble Lane.
That's the name, Bubble Lane.
Bubble Lane.
Yikes.
And this
Why
looks,
Bubble Lane?
You got me.
Just bring back Delfino Island, goddammit.
Exactly.
Why
It's a
not?
beach.
This is exactly
Yeah.
like it. Just like, oh yeah, sunny, beautiful tropical area.
You play as a Cheep in part of it, so that's
me,
awesome.
Let me find Flood in this level. That would be
yes.
amazing.
I was gonna say that.
That'd be
Hopefully
great.
you can fly around with a water jetpack
That'd be
at some
great.
point. That would be amazing.
There's this power up where you can just like run on water for a certain time frame.
Yeah,
so
I
that
saw
looks
that's
pretty
cool.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I think it was in this island is that you can jump into paintings in this game again.
Yeah.
That excites me. For Super Mario 64,
Yeah.
that was the best. When I saw that, just a nostalgia boner
Yeah.
pop.
There's a lizard that flew around with his cheeks. That was pretty funny.
His face when he's running is completely insane. Exactly.
It looked awesome.
That was like the funniest part of the whole direct, was the lizard running around with that face.
Well,
That
that and
was
like,
the best.
and that's why they did it twice in the direct.
and there was also the part where they like revealed Tyara, which is like Cappy's sister, which is in
Just Tiara, yeah.
Tiara, yeah, and apparently she's with Peach and got captured as well.
You shared this with the whole group before we started. The difference in art design
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
between the E3 trailer and this new direct.
Yeah.
It's crazy what they've done in 4 months.
Yeah, and the Peach looks modified and looks more current gen, or I'm not
Just looks more sharp.
Yeah, there's some kind of filter on it, or they redid something. And then she was wearing a crown in the E3 trailer, and now she's wearing tiara.
Yeah.
In this trailer, so it looks really good. The graphics comparison looks sweet.
Yeah, no, when Brett and I saw it at E3, it looked gorgeous, and now it looks even more gorgeous. It's crazy.
Like for me, it was one of the things I want to point out was the outfits. They showed a lot more outfits in this
Yes.
trailer. Some of them being a Super Mario Maker outfit looked awesome.
They showed the Mario Paint outfit, which, oh my god, this game, I don't know how this is not going to be my game of the year when I play it. I cannot wait to get my hands on it.
They showed a list of all the stars or all the potential stars, and it was like a giant list of like 60 of them.
Just
And that
in
was just
one
for one
world.
map.
It's
or one
crazy.
world, yeah.
Along those lines, like there was a tease. I'm I'm not going to tease, but there was a leak of some kind saying that some guy had reported over 600 stars already being
Moons.
Moons.
We gotta say moons.
yeah,
first.
moons being noticed. So that's just a huge chunk. I imagine some of these moons are quick, but that's still a lot.
We haven't seen this before in the game, but like the overworld where it actually looks like a globe and you're globe trotting on
Right.
the Odyssey hat looks
Right.
pretty sweet.
So that's another question I was going to ask you guys. Like, you see the globe, but is that going to be our hub?
I don't think it's our hub. I just think
The plane
this
will
is
be, probably,
this is this is the planet that Mario is on, and it'll show different continents of the Mario universe. That's what I think it'll be.
Right. So what we've gathered so far is that he's traveling on this hat ship, and then he goes from area to area of this world. But there's technically not a hub there. Then.
See, I think the hat is the hub,
Right.
and wherever the hat goes, will go with the hub.
So that's still Super Mario Galaxy ish.
Yeah.
And people wanted a bigger hub still. They still wanted like a Peach Castle land.
I feel like this game is a good mix of every single 3D Mario game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if, as far as plot wise, like, does Mario get pulled into the Earth realm somehow, or was he always on Earth and he had his own Mushroom Kingdom?
I think he was always on Earth.
So crazy.
I know, it's very weird, and I don't think the story's going to make any sense. Usually that's the worst part of any Mario game. Don't even care.
Nor do they intend to have it make sense. That's like the least on their priorities. They just want to make a fun game that's fun to play.
Yep. And we'll buy it and we'll
Yep.
play it and love it.
Yeah, that's all I want. It's a fun game.
And before we wrap up Super Mario Odyssey, they also showed a Super Mario Odyssey bundle coming out with the game that includes Mario Red Joy-Cons, and I think there's out there a grip that has Mario on it.
A case too, right? Like
Yeah,
a carrying case.
Carrying
The
case.
bundle,
yeah.
the carrying case looks cool.
Yeah.
It really does. I'm kind of disappointed that it's just 2 red Joy-Cons. I wish it would
I
have been
know,
something
right?
different.
So that's October 27th is when that
Yeah.
drops?
Yeah. October 27th, crazy day for media. We got Super Mario Odyssey. We have Wolfenstein 2. We have
Assassin's Creed
Origins. That's what I was thinking of. On Netflix, we got the start of Stranger Things Season 2.
Woo!
And then Apple comes out with their new phone, the
Yeah.
iPhone 10.
Yep.
That's a crazy day.
Yeah. People are just banking on it, apparently.
I don't know why. Fucking spread the love, people.
Going to be an expensive day.
Yep. Speaking of Wolfenstein 2, Bethesda is bringing Wolfenstein 2 and Doom to the Switch.
Crazy.
This was a shock.
This is crazy.
Big shock.
It was interesting because in the Direct, they were very quick to show Doom, which looked a little bit less than your Xbox counterpart. Like, the graphics didn't look quite the same.
See, I'd say it looked same as consoles, but PC blew it out of the water.
You think so?
That's what I got from it. But
Yeah.
it still looked pretty damn good.
Yeah. There was an interesting point that they just showed a still graphic from the lure of Wolfenstein 2, but no gameplay.
Yeah, they showed a picture. They did this twice in the Direct.
Right.
We'll come to the second one later, but I'm kind of curious about Brent. I know you're going to buy Wolfenstein 2. Are you going to wait to play it on Switch, or are you just going to buy it for PC when it comes out?
I don't know. Not sure yet.
Because I know Wolfenstein 2 comes out on October 27th for PC, but it doesn't come out till 2018 for Switch.
Yeah, it completely depends on how well my PC runs Wolfenstein 2.
Gotcha.
You'll probably be playing Odyssey anyway, though. So
Well, does
won't
Wolfenstein
hurt to wait a
does
little bit.
Wolfenstein 2 push the limits of a PC?
Yeah, Wolfenstein 1 pushed the limits of my PC.
Oh, really?
probably an
Id-
Ultra.
Yeah, id Games do
Yeah.
that all the time.
What do you guys feel about, do you think there's an audience for Doom on the Switch? Do people pick this up for the first time?
I haven't played the new Doom, and I plan on picking it up for the Switch.
Do you?
Yeah. I like Doom. I don't know. It's just one of those games where too many games came out, and that one just kind of went away from my mind. But I'm wanting to play it for the Switch.
So you'd rather have the portability of Doom instead of like the top-notch graphics you could get on your Xbox or PS4?
If I could get every single game that I want to play on the Switch, I would buy it for the Switch. My Switch, the majority of the time, I play it handheld mode. I just want everything on that sucker.
I may end up buying Skyrim again.
Oh, are you?
I might.
Speaking of Skyrim, let's jump ahead and say Skyrim is coming to the Switch on 11/17 of this year, and it's including the Zelda shield, sword, and outfit. This game is running on...
If you scan the amiibo.
They also said you could find it in the game.
You could find them, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I think if you scan the
Hidden or
amiibo...
something.
It gives you right there.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you bring in your save file from any other Elder Scrolls playthrough into the Switch version? Because that would help.
No,
I don't think so.
I think when you get down to playing it on a handheld, the screen's so much smaller, the picture is quite a bit better because you're on such a small screen.
That's true.
But I think when you export it to the actual big screen on your Switch, it's probably not going to look that great, at least compared to the PS4 or even PC, which is just going to blow it out of the water, I think.
All right, another announcement that came from Nintendo Direct this week is the Kirby Star Allies is coming to the Switch spring 2018. This game was originally teased at E3 this year, and now it's got a full title, Kirby Star Allies, and it's a 4-player, multi-functional
Side scroller.
Yeah. What do you guys saw some
I
footage
know,
of this? What do you guys think?
I know Anthony's a huge fan of Kirby,
I love Kirby.
so he's probably got some opinions on this.
Oh, I don't
Which
know.
one are you looking forward to the most out of
Not
these
Battle.
two? Not Battle.
After watching Battle, I don't.
Is that the 3DS one, or are they
Yeah, Battle
that's
Royale
a
was the 3DS
the 3DS?
version.
Okay, and the other one's the Switch version.
The other
Okay.
one looks like the N64 game, which one that I truly
Yeah.
loved. That was one of my favorites.
Is that the one where you take over the enemies?
The Crystal
Shard?
Crystal Shards. That's it.
So Kirby Star Allies comes to Switch spring 2018. And like any other Kirby game, there's a lot of cool power-ups here, a lot of cool costumes Kirby can take on.
Did you see that muscle DDD?
shit.
What was up with that?
Crazy.
Oh my
DDD
God.
DDD on roids. Yeah.
Jesus.
Right. So just to recap again, Kirby Star Allies is for the Switch, coming spring 2018, and then Kirby's Battle Royale, which looks like a 4-player smash 'em up for Kirby, comes to the 3DS January 19th, also 2018.
Wouldn't you just play Smash Brothers if you wanted to play multiplayer?
With Kirby?
Yeah, who wants to play 4 Kirby's?
Because Battle Royale in 3DS just looks like you're in a circle and you guys fight each other with different powers, and that's all they've shown.
They're still pushing out new systems for this thing,
Yeah, now it's creamsicle colored, guys.
or a Pokeball one,
Yeah.
The
Pokeball
Pokeball!
one's cool.
which is amazing.
Yeah, that's why you're buying it.
Yes,
Sick.
there's a Pikachu one too, but only Japan gets that one.
So that also came from the Direct this week. The new Pokemon 2DS XL coming November 3rd. And our own Jesse Geske has it pre-ordered, correct?
Pre-ordered right now, yes. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I am planning on getting it because I think it's pretty awesome. But I may end up canceling it because I don't know if I need it.
It looks really cool. And it has the...
$50?
It's $150. Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you
that's
right
how much
now.
the systems cost, though.
You don't need it, Jesse.
I don't. I have a 3DS XL, but I don't have one that only has 2D mode.
Wow.
I'm trying to sell myself on it, and it's very difficult
Yeah.
to convince myself I need this.
You do you, Jesse. I think it's cool.
I'm wondering if, because I know one issue I've had with my 3DS XL is the top screen's kind of floppy. I don't know if you guys
Yeah, I've
have
noticed
had
that.
issues with that. I'm hoping the 2DS XL is not as bad. It's just like a lot stiffer.
Well, to your point, Jesse, the first version of the 2DS was literally like a I don't know, piece of paper.
Like a fucking wedge you'd put in a door. It
Right.
looked disgusting.
And then
awful.
And then they finally changed it back to the flip form, and it has like a bar now on the side, which still pulls off.
The 2DS is a cheaper option. I guess if you are looking for a handheld console and you don't want to pay, the full $200, you can get the 2DS XL, which is only $150, a little bit cheaper.
Or it's nice if you're trying to just like get your kids a first console.
Yeah,
It's super cheap and there's a huge library of games for it.
right. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't ever use the 3D feature on my 3DS XL, so it's an unneeded feature, in my opinion.
If the reviews come in saying this looks best on the 3DS or with the 3D on,
Yeah.
then I'll turn it on. Like Metroid, it's supposed to look
It's
really
such
good
a
with 3D.
battery drain, though, when you have that
Yeah,
3D on all the way.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I guess it depends on if you're playing at home. It doesn't matter. You can just plug it in anyway. But
Right.
The best game for it was 3D Land. I played that entire game with 3D
It
on.
looked
That's
really
the-
good.
That's the only one I've ever done it with.
Yeah. Along the lines of Pokemon, there was a few highlights from the Ultra Sun and Moon renditions coming out later this fall. We won't dive too much into it. A lot of details coming from that. There was also an ARMS update that came out teasing the new character. Snipper Clips is getting some DLC, which looked really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It's actually coming to retail too.
Yeah, its
Which is-
own solid copy.
Super nice.
Yeah. Other quick mentions would be Fire Emblem Warriors is coming to the 3DS and Switch on 10/20. Why don't you give us a quick synopsis on what the Switch version looks like? Because there's a collector's edition announced for it, which actually includes the first metal case for a Switch game.
Yeah. Why'd you tell him that? He's climaxing right now.
Well, I
Pre-ordering
it's
as
just
we
funny
speak.
because a month ago I asked him, like, would you get a Switch Steelbook if it came out? And he's like, yes. Well, it's coming out for Fire Emblem first.
And it actually looked
Yes.
pretty sweet.
well,
It did.
well, the
I
game
haven't
is
seen it
is
yet.
similar to that of Dynasty. Do we have any Dynasty Warrior fans here?
No,
No.
but I played the Hyrule Warriors Dynasty
Did you
version.
like Hyrule Warriors?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Then you probably won't like this game, but it's similar to Dynasty Warriors and Hyrule Warriors in the sense that you play as a
OP.
Fire Emblem hero or whatever,
Right.
and you're running around a battlefield basically slaughtering armies
Yeah, the
with
genre is like
each-
hack and slash.
Right.
Yeah.
To the
It's-
max.
Yeah.
It's one of those games I like to play that's just completely brainless in the sense that you can just run around and just murder hordes of enemies.
And that's
you
what
don't
this
even
is.
need to do anything.
Are you
It's
a-
just effortlessly killing.
But are you a big Fire Emblem lore fan? Because there's a lot of lore here for Fire Emblem.
Not really. I just prefer the whole aspect of murdering hordes of armies.
Well, I can
And
understand
Doing it on the
this.
Switch,
Like-
I think will be a lot of fun.
Fire Emblem has a great cutscenes thing, and I'm always intrigued by the storylines. But when it comes to gameplay, I just can't get into those games.
The cutscenes do look cool on 3DS even.
Yeah, they do.
They look very sharp. Brent just showed me the Steelbook case for Fire Emblem Warriors, and I want it.
I can see how hard your nipples are right now.
And that's not the only thing that's hard, but
Whoa.
Guess what else is getting a steelbook?
what?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with that. No, that
Don't care about that
No,
one.
that talking dragon thing, I'm done.
So Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is also a follow-up to the first one on the Wii and then X on Wii U. This drops December 1st, and it is going to fill that JRPG slot for the Switch this December. And it's going to have a huge following because it was a main
I
portion
think
of
I'm
this
the
direct.
only one here that's going to play it, though.
That's correct.
Oh, I'll watch you, and I'll make fun of it the whole time like I did during the...
You're so dumb.
I'll give you
Why is
this.
it dumb?
I'll give you this, Jesse. The cutscenes look good. I have no idea what's going on
Yeah.
because essentially the game is a JRPG that takes place in the back of Titans.
Yep.
And there's some kind of conflict there.
Yeah, the gameplay looks cool. I just couldn't take anything seriously.
Right, exactly.
that was happening.
But you can take a game where you're Mario running around throwing your hat on random things.
That's supposed to be
I
silly
go-
and zany.
I go brain dead. Like, I don't even... for some reason, I don't know.
I guess when I play a game, I just kind of set aside the goofiness and silliness and whatever aside, and
Sure.
just enjoy the game for what it is.
Yeah, this direct did a good portion of explaining some gameplay elements of Xenoblade Chronicles and looks
Yeah.
like a little bit of the story, a lot more than we've seen in the previous previews of this game. So, like I said, I think the following for this game loved this tease.
Yeah. I would say the dragon did not do this game any favors.
That
I think a lot
voiceover?
of people
Yeah.
were just listening like, what the hell
Yeah.
is this?
No, if the
He's
voice
so boring.
if the voice of the dragon was different, I might have a better outlook
Right.
on
Oh
this
my
game, but
God.
it did not match what was coming out.
You can't put the voice aside and like enjoy the game.
Let me introduce you to the brain.
That's great. That's
That's
what
very
it sounds
accurate.
like.
That's
Oh,
great.
man.
They should have hired you.
Like,
There's a guy on my back.
that's what I was saying. I was like, oh, man.
shit.
And for like you were saying, like for me who's never played it, like that trailer was informative, but way too extensive. Like it turned me
Oh,
off
yeah.
because it was way too long.
Too much info.
Hashtag informative.
I think a lot of it was geared towards the Japanese
The hardcore
fan
players.
base. People who, because I think a lot of Japanese fans are actually really, really excited about this game.
Yeah,
because they
I
can
bet.
get into this.
That
It
game-
looked-
it
not
looks
so much
good.
over here, I don't think.
The game looks so intricate that I could almost see another direct for that right before it launches, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks before it comes out.
It'll definitely get its
sure.
own
Yeah.
direct. I can see that.
Yep.
Before we go on, John, I need to make this clear. I don't know why they decided to put a steelbook for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and for Fire Emblem Warriors. Give me a steelbook for Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh man.
A nice collector's edition. There's nothing for it.
Yeah. Well, why is all these other games getting collector's editions and then Odyssey, your biggest franchise, isn't getting one?
Makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
It's pissing me off.
You don't even get a physical copy of the game if you buy the Odyssey
Bundle?
Switch version.
That's
Yeah.
They give you a
stupid.
download code.
Wait. What?
Talking about the Switch bundle
Yeah, the
with
Switch bundle
Odyssey,
comes with a
you don't
digital
even
code.
get a physical
What?
copy of the game.
They
It's a
have
download.
they have a Splatoon 2 bundle right now, and it doesn't come with the physical game.
That's dumb.
I hate that.
If you want a steelbook, become a JRPG fan. Get plenty of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, there's a collector's edition for a 3DS game that's a remake of a DS game.
Right.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
They'll sell maybe 500 copies of that collector's edition.
Steelbook also tends to be a European thing because Metroid had a sweet
Yeah.
Steelbook and we're not getting that.
That pisses me off because that steelbook looked like the
It was
artwork,
amazing.
the artwork
Yeah.
for the Game Boy game.
Yeah.
It looks so fucking good.
And statistically, Metroid does better in America than any other region. So why would America not get it?
Don't know.
So before we leave Xenoblade Chronicles, They also announced a controller, a Switch Pro controller for it, which looked cool.
For Xenoblade Chronicles. That
Yep.
one looked really cool. I don't like the game.
What?
I don't think the game looks cool.
You thought it looked cool?
The controller looked really cool,
It
yeah.
just had
You
2
didn't
red
like the-
handles with like the little symbol going across, or like a little slash going through it.
Yeah, it looked cool. I liked it.
I liked it.
I thought it was boring.
I thought it was cool.
I thought they could have done more.
Yeah.
And then,
Again, why aren't they coming out with an Odyssey Pro
Odyssey
controller?
controller?
Oh my God.
What are they doing?
Don't complain, man. Just accept the controllers for what they are, because you might not get any more.
No, if they don't want my money, then don't keep doing what you're doing.
I was waiting to buy a Pro controller to see what they did with Odyssey.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, nope, I'm just
me
not going to
too.
do anything.
all right, our next announcement is Project Octopath, a game that was a tease when the first Switch was first announced. It's coming 2018, and this game has been described as HD.
Oh, 2D HD.
2D
Yes.
HD. HD 2D, yeah.
So this game is you're going to be your JRPG, but it looks like a 16-bit mixed with some kind of its own aesthetic, but it looks awesome.
It looks like a 3D Link to the Past.
No,
They-
did you ever play 3D Dot Game Heroes for PS3?
No.
Yep.
The artwork looks like that, except your main character was
Was
also
blocky though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was also like 3D pixelated.
Right.
It looks like that. Like the backgrounds look like that, but your character in Octopath Traveler looks like just a 16-bit sprite. It looks really cool,
Right. Now it's made by the makers of Bravely Default,
which is
which
awesome.
I think was a highly
Regarded.
recommended game and very well received. Is it similar to that style? I did not play
Bravely Default it was a JRPG, but it had some of its unique mechanics for fighting. It doesn't look like much of that carried over to this game. But,
Okay.
But they didn't really dive too much into the mechanics of this game. They teased it.
Right.
And kind of went a little bit into it, but not like to the full extent of you would expect from a JRPG.
Right. There is a demo available for this game.
Yes.
Right. And I'm going to, when I have time, I'm going to download that and check it out. Because
Right.
it looks really good. And I like to,
I'm curious if they have more characters on there because all they talked about was the dancer
8
and the
characters.
warriors. Yeah,
I
but they
think.
only talked about 2.
Right. Can you play 8 in the demo? I doubt it.
I doubt it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they better release more before that because, like,
Yeah.
I wasn't sold
To
because
tease
it was,
what
like,
they
very
were,
too
yeah.
stereotypical.
yeah.
Like, if you're talking like an RPG,
Right.
you gotta sell me on the characters because that's what it's all about.
Right. There's probably going to be like a thief in there, probably a wizard.
Right.
You know, stuff like that.
If I didn't see gameplay and I only heard the title Octopath Traveler, I would pass on this
I
hard.
think it's terrible.
This game's a hard sell on
What
the
kind of
title.
sold me was when they showed the dancer. Like, they showed the warrior, like, oh, yeah, you can battle people and then beat them. When they show the dancer, then it's like, well, you can lure people
Yeah.
into certain traps and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. What do the other 6 do?
But then
Well,
you
we don't
can
know.
summon random villagers into battle to get slaughtered.
Go, like,
Has no weapon. Is just some poor widow.
summon this meat sack to take all the damage for you.
Murder me.
Change.
That's the sole reason I'm buying this game is to play that.
Murder
and
the
to murder villagers and homeless people.
I thought I was in the brothel. What is that?
Can you imagine playing that chick and like, come here, homeless guy. Oh, yeah. There's much to be explored about this game, but they continue to tease it. We've not heard about this game in a while since the original release, so it's good to see some development coming along for that game.
Yep.
The hype continues.
It depends on how expensive it is. If this is like a
Probably
20,
$40.
If it's 40, I can see it
okay.
selling well.
I was in the 20-30 range, but
Really?
yeah, 40. I can
It
kind of
just
see
depends
too.
on the character development and how much content they're actually going to release for the game.
Would you drop 60 if this game was a steelbook?
No.
No?
Yes.
But if the steelbook was like pixel art, I'm gonna have to think about
Maybe.
it, bud.
I don't know. I can see it. JRPGs are coming to steelbook on Switch, apparently.
And it's going to release in 2018. No, like a release date though. This is very open, right?
No, very, very open.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's soon because they've been teasing this since March.
Yeah.
So you would hope it's farther in development than what they've showed. Our next announcement comes in the form of Amiibo, and it pertains back to the Breath of the Wild, and that is Zelda, the 4 champions.
Yep.
The bird. I kind of forget their names. It's been a while since I played Breath of the Wild.
Champions.
Daruk, Mifa, Rivali,
Rivali.
and Urbosa.
Yeah.
They're big characters in the Breath of the Wild, and they're amiibos. I'm not sure you guys have checked these out. They look very cool.
They look very
the
nice.
one that we looked at before this podcast.
Who
and
wants
they do
to
look cool?
Who wants to plug what they're getting with these amiibo plugins to the game?
So I think it's for the Guardian armor. That's what it correlates with. Right.
Yes, but it gives you a unique.
Helm.
Exactly.
But there's 4 different looking helms. They didn't state whether they give you different abilities or anything like that. Maybe it's like defense up for 1.
It might be.
Attack up for 1, extra health, maybe something like that, but they didn't specify. But all 4 of them look absolutely sweet.
The helms pertain to the beast that the champions defended.
Correct.
So it looks very reminiscent, and somehow I'm guessing this is going to tie into the champion DLC, which they've yet to explain the story on that.
Yeah.
But it makes perfect sense, and that's still coming this fall, supposedly. So maybe I think it was holiday. But
Yeah,
you gotta
holiday.
imagine those amiibos play some kind of a effect into that storyline. It's coming
They
soon.
still have Easter eggs coming.
Yeah.
And the game's been out for a while.
It was like a month
Keep your
ago,
interest
a
into
month ago,
this
a week
game.
ago, where somebody found an area in the game where it turned Linked away from his cell shaded form and looked like Link from Ocarina of Time. Did you guys see that story?
Oh no, I didn't.
There's a cave in the game where you go in with Link, and Link loses his cell shaded graphics, and it looks like a realistic Link.
What?
Yeah, and it's
So he glitched it
No,
to
it's,
get there?
it's purposely in there.
Oh, it's in there right
Nintendo
now.
built it in there,
Oh,
so it
wow.
removes all the cell shade graphics.
That's
And you-
cool.
And you can see Link without any artistic look to him. He just looks like a modern Link.
Wow.
Why didn't you share this with us, John? I want to see this.
I thought everybody saw it.
I need a 10-minute break, some Kleenex, and a bathroom. Stat.
So yeah, check
These
that out if you
drop,
haven't.
November 10th.
Yes, November 10th. So you gotta figure that date pertains to that DLC coming soon.
What's your guys' favorite amiibo out of the 4?
The big guy, whatever
the
his
big
name
guy
was.
was the
Goron guy?
coolest one.
Yeah.
I like the bird guy with the bow.
Rivali.
He's
Yeah.
cool too.
He's pretty badass.
I hated his character in the game, though.
And the guy with the big mace.
Do you have them all
That's
pre-ordered?
the big guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Those two.
I have all of them pre-ordered twice.
Of course you do.
Of course,
I
twice.
have to open one and then keep one sealed.
All right, our next announcement comes in the form of Arcade Archives, teased on the Switch, coming September 7th.
Yeah, this came out of nowhere.
And they're starting with the Mario Brothers, and it's an arcade version with some slight tweaks to it to make it a little more competitive, is what they're saying.
Well, yeah, this is just like. Have any of you played any of the Versus arcade games that Nintendo ever made?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I played Versus Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Basically, it's Mario and Luigi, and it's kind of a competition of who can kill for the most points, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
most points, most coins. They did a version of this if you play like a multiplayer version on any of the handheld Mario
Right.
games.
Yep.
It's fun. I like it. Depends on how expensive they are. They didn't go into price at all.
They didn't. They teased Balloon Flight, Ice Climbers.
Pinball,
Clue Land.
Clue, Punch Out, Super Mario Brothers.
They had talked about this, I think, at E3, so now they're kind of following up on it with it finally.
If they're $5, I'll buy them. Any more than that, I don't think I will.
7.
Mario Brothers is a horrible game.
It's not good.
It doesn't
Yeah.
play well at
No.
all.
That's a good way to get rid of all of them, though, is to bundle it and make people buy it that way.
Right.
I
That's
l-
what I thought it was.
The main thing that makes me push for Arcade Archives is the artwork that's actually on the arcade cabinet.
Yeah, it's
Mario
really cool.
Brothers looks amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if they did all the games for 30?
If they did a bundle of all the games for 30, I would totally get it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm interested to see your guys' thoughts on this last one, because I think there might be a split here, or there could be all one-sided. Mario Party Top 100 3DS coming very soon, November 10th.
I was so mad.
For the 3DS only.
No!
3DS only.
Where's the Switch version?
That's why I'm so mad at this.
Well,
It makes no sense.
It's because I'm guessing there's a 3DS game coming, or sorry, a Switch game coming for Mario Party. Mario Party like 11.
Or, okay, there have been 10 Mario Party games. The top 100 games out of all of those, 10 Mario Party games. Not the there have been handheld Mario Parties. This is just the top 100 mini games from the first 10 console releases.
Yeah.
And yet they're putting it on a 3DS.
Okay, so you expressed some concern, but you guys excited about this game? Or are you feeling no? I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not good.
I don't understand who gets together with their 3DSs and they all sit around. The whole point is to be all in the same room playing on the same screen
Well-
together in like a party setting. That's like the point.
Here's
Was this the game though? They said, well, you only need one cartridge and you can spread it to 3 different
Correct.
screens?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, who does that now? Who cares? If this was for Switch, I would be so excited.
That's what I thought. I thought this was for the Switch,
No.
but now
No, it's
Yeah.
3DS.
It's 3DS.
Everybody
Screw
here,
this.
everybody here has a soft spot for Mario Party games. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If this is on the Switch, we would play this a lot. I feel like, expect the top 100 mini games in all 10 Mario Party games. That sounds great. On the 3DS, I don't care.
See, for us, maybe not so much, but I feel like if one of us got it, we would have a Mario Party game night.
On 3DS, I don't care.
What?
On 3DS, I don't care.
If I bought it and we had a game night, you wouldn't show up to it?
Like, okay, when you guys go to Lambeau, that'd be a good game to play.
yeah.
That's for damn sure.
So imagine this. I mean, this kind of goes back to my other point. You have a $6 million or 6 million user base for your 3DS.
60.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 60 million user base for a 3DS.
Yeah. No, if this game came out for Switch, it would sell 1 million units in 1 month. I know it.
Right. But I think with this copy, it makes sense for the 3DS, I think.
I just don't know who wants to get together with a bunch of 3DSs and sit around
kids
and
do.
play it.
Kids do. Mario Party is made for kids. We
Right.
are 28-year-olds bitching
So-
that a Mario Party game isn't for consoles. that
But
we wanna
that's
play
why
on.
that's why I'm not going to play it. I don't know about you guys,
Well,
but that's
here-
my reason.
So I'm gonna you guys are gonna hate me. I'm gonna play the opposite. I really liked this game.
What?
I saw that when I first saw the tease
Get
with the
out.
game with the flags on it, and it showed the guys going wah, wah.
No, that's the thing. That I remember that too. That was from Mario Party 1. I loved it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand why this doesn't go for the new console, because a lot of 20-somethings have money to blow on a Switch. I don't know why the top 100 mini games isn't for the newest. It would be cool to see graphics from N64
That's true.
rendered up to now Switch graphics. That would be great. Who cares about 3DS graphics?
That's true.
Start!
And the last few things I want to plug from the Direct are just the orange and white 2DS coming. Looks very sleek. The first MOBA to the Switch is coming, which is, I think it's called... Did you guys pay attention to that?
Honor of Valor.
And then finally, Pokemon Gold and Silver was teased once again, coming the 22nd. And if you pre-ordered it for your 3DS, you get it with Celebi.
And you get 12 quick balls.
12 quick balls.
Oh yeah, gotta get those quick balls.
People will pay some money for a throwback to Gold Silver.
John will play some money.
I almost pre-ordered those boxes because there was a short time they were on Amazon this week.
Celebi is actually pretty rare in terms of Pokemon acquired in the game, so might be worth it for that.
And it's an instant pickup once if you pre-order Gold or Silver. So
Yeah.
throwing it out there.
I'm curious to see how well the MOBA does because it looks good. It looks decent. It looks comparable to like League of
Yeah.
Legends and stuff like that.
Yeah, MOBA for
You think
Switch
it'll be able
is
to
really
compete
cool.
with those though?
Huh?
You think it'll be able to
Well, let's-
compete with those?
oh,
MOBAs?
no,
Brent,
nothing.
why don't you quote
Yeah.
for quote say what you told me when you first saw this MOBA?
I don't remember what I said, quote for quote.
I can rape everybody who plays this game because I'm so good with
Oh, yeah.
Smite. I was like, I haven't played MOBAs in a while, but pretty sure I could beat everybody on there because it's just a bunch of kids.
Which is
probably
actually
pretty true.
Probably pretty true, yes. Or it'll be like everyone from the good
Everyone's
players
like
from
you,
League
yeah.
will go to the Switch with the same mentality.
So that is all the highlights from Nintendo Direct this week. A lot of good stuff to cover. There's a few things we glossed over, but feel free to watch the 45-minute Direct on YouTube as there's a lot of good things to see there. But moving on to our next section, that is the Mario Kart series.
Welcome to Mario Kart.
Turns 25 this year. We did a group collection of
We
our
sure
top
did.
3 favorite games, and as we did a vote system, we came to our top 3. So I'm going to toss it over to Jesse for the number 3 Super Media All-Stars favorite Mario Kart.
And coming in at number 3, I think most of us had this at number 3, actually. So it was pretty much unanimous with Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube.
Good game.
Released in 2003.
This game, I remember the game being a split of who liked this game and who didn't. I was one of the people who actually really liked this game because it put a unique mechanic.
You
that we
twist on it, right?
Yes.
Double
and
Dash was great.
Yeah, loved it.
It was one of the first Mario Karts, and I think the only Mario Kart where you played a factor into your weight that you carried on the back, and then it helped your drift, and then it gave you double items based on
Yes.
your characters would switch back and forth, which
Right.
was very cool.
It was a cool concept, yeah, for sure.
And it released one of Jake's favorite maps, which actually is one of my favorite too, but I hate playing against Jake because he always freaking wins.
Yeah, we'll get into that later
Yeah.
because
Yep.
that's my favorite map, and we'll talk about it.
I
but-
assumed it would be. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
GameCube also, this version of GameCube also introduced a huge roster to the Mario Kart series because of this double character kart.
here come the babies.
Exactly, and I think there was Diddy Kong on there, but this is also, I think, the first Mario Kart that introduced very unique karts to the system because
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
we had Super Mario 64, which were just standard karts, but then you could start getting these DK-centric ones, these Bowser ones.
The terrible Birdo one.
Yep.
Oh, that thing was disgusting.
All right, coming in at number 2, Brent, what was our Super Media All-Stars number 2 voted Mario Kart game?
Mario Kart 64!
This game came out very at the beginning of Racers on the 64. I think it was one of the first 64 launch games. Was it correct?
Within the first year.
Yeah.
It came out in 1996.
So this game, man, it broke the barriers compared to what Super Mario Kart did on the Super Nintendo.
Big leap.
Well, yeah, you weren't a figurine going around a flat surface.
Yeah, the question marks weren't on the ground. They were floating 3D cubes
and you
this time.
couldn't realize. You actually could realize what the hell you're stuck on.
Yep.
This game was perfect for 4 players on the 64, which another great game. If you guys remember, for me, the best character in the Play the Fastest was Toad. You guys agree?
Toad was the fastest, yeah.
I-
or Yoshi, right?
I'm gonna say I
One
like
of those
Yoshi
two?
too.
Yeah.
Yoshi was
They were very close.
Yeah. Plus, it also set in stone, like going forward. I feel like it did. Like some of the sound effects that they were going to continue to use throughout the rest of the series.
We can never forget this was the introduction of the blue shell.
Oh, you
Right.
stole my plug.
Oh, sorry, bud. Sorry.
And then like when you get a box, that sound, that diddle 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 diddle.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
My favorite part, especially playing Toad, is when she got wiped out. She go like as she rolled. Like if you remember watching the roll graphic on the Super Mario 64, they're tumbling to death.
Yeah.
and then somehow they bounce back. All right, here we go again.
Or that oh god, just hitting DK with something. Oh god, it was so pleasing.
The bananas in that game were terrible. When you wiped out, like it took like
You
4
wiped out
seconds to
hard.
bounce
But,
back.
yeah, you could jump and try to avoid it. If
Yeah.
you had a perfectly timed jump,
Yeah.
it didn't matter if you ran over it or not. You could just keep on going.
Right, but that was hard to pull off.
It was very
Hard to
hard.
pull off in the 64 version. And I think my number one track, it's not my number one favorite track, but the one track I remember from that game is Toad's Turnpike. Like I thought
That's a good one.
I thought playing with cars was playing with obstacles on the course on the racetrack was totally a cool idea.
Moo Meadow. Moo. Wow.
Moo Meadows.
Moo Meadows, bruh.
Yeah, but I thought for some reason weaving in and out of traffic on a turnpike was just awesome.
Or
Yeah,
the
in between the cars.
Yeah, I thought it was
that's
sweet.
awesome.
the desert one with the train, where you could go through the tunnel.
That was a fun one, too.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first games Wario made his "Here I go." Whenever he got a mushroom,
I'm gonna win.
So yeah, that's number 2 on our list because I think it opened a brand new barrier for racers, and that game just has so much nostalgia value for us.
Super amounts of nostalgia for me with
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah, and you can play. I mean, it's pretty hard to control, but you can still go back and play that game today and pick it up quickly.
Yeah, at the
Yep.
barcade that we go to, they always have it on a projector screen.
Up, down?
And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's
we
still-
can still play it.
It's still popular today.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Now I'm going to toss number 1 to Jake Boston. What was the Super Meat All-Star number 1 choice for Mario Kart?
Of course, it's the newest Mario Kart 8 / Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. How are we going by that?
The newest edition, Mario
So,
Kart 8
yeah,
Deluxe.
Mario Kart 8
Yeah.
Deluxe.
Yeah.
It's by far the best Mario Kart
we've-
game ever made.
We've all played this now, and I think we've all played multiplayer on it. We've played battle on it, and we've all completed the Grand Prix on it. So there's much to be appreciated about this. Let's go around the table and have everybody pick their favorite part or favorite addition that Mario Kart 8 showed to us, and it's just been the pinnacle of this series. Anthony, would you like to start?
Of course. I think my favorite, since I'm not as good as racer as most of the people at this table, is I get the Infinity.
The all 8,
Yep, the all 8 sometimes.
where you get like 8 of the items.
Yep.
Because
So you get everything. So
Yeah.
when you're getting that blue shell to get you the advantage to get you up first.
well, the Infinity doesn't come with a blue shell though, does it?
Oh, it didn't?
No.
Oh, I thought it did.
It came with like a green, a red, an oil
A
slick,
lightning bolt.
a lightning bolt,
Yeah.
a banana,
Yeah.
Still things that
uh,
are going to get you
a star power,
front, but
a mushroom.
it gives me another chance. I think that's a big part for me, for someone who's usually not in first.
Before we move on, also, if you're not as good at Mario Kart, and Anthony plays, he's played with us before, but Mario Kart also 8 was very good about putting people back on the track compared to other Mario Karts.
It had like the easy mode on
Yeah.
it, to where like you had like a little like light sensor in the back of your cart.
Yeah.
And if that's on, then you don't like drive off the course.
right. And previous Mario Kart titles had a kind of a staple of if you went off track and went off board, it took good 4 or 5 seconds to rebound and get back on the track.
Oh yeah.
This one does
Half
you fall,
that.
yeah, you fall and you're right back on, so you recover pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So that being said, Jesse Genski, what is your thoughts on Mario Kart 8?
My favorite aspect of Mario Kart 8, I wasn't into the racing, aspect as much as you guys were, but I enjoyed the battle, like the battle version, the
Right.
versus battling.
The deluxe.
Right.
Oh,
I'm really
That's
glad
a-
they brought that back.
Yeah.
the
that was
Deluxe.
that was my favorite part of the game, and one of the only parts of the game I really played. So that would
Yeah.
be my input. I think.
Put onto that like the battle modes and like all the previous games. Like I could play like 1 or 2 rounds and then I'd get bored of all of it.
Right.
But like with that, with friends, it's hard to get bored of it. It's just fun.
Right.
There's so much and it's just well done.
Yeah, so the battle was initially left out of Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U.
No, they had battle. It was just on regular tracks. Made it garbage.
Oh,
It was still racing though.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually like
Yeah.
balloons or the sheriff or a coin collector.
Yeah, that-
shine
Yeah.
collect.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
Like they
that,
took it back to the Super Nintendo days, where
Right.
you're in an arena,
Right.
And
Just
the one with the most balloons or
classic
with
battle.
a balloon wins at
Right.
the
Oh, yeah.
end.
When
So-
I say Mario Kart battle, that's what
Yeah.
you think.
right, right.
So there was initial criticism that this was a selling point, but I mean, who cares? We all bought it anyway, and we played 2 or 3 nights where all of us just sat down, played some battle, and we just had tons of fun.
Yeah, when you're stuck in that cage.
Oh my god!
Help! Brent, help!
So they
Brent, help!
one of the battle modes is you play like sheriff and or cowboys and sheriffs
Yeah.
or something. Robbers,
Cops and robbers.
Cops and robbers. God, jeez. Okay, there we go. Cops and robbers. So you and your team. So basically, one team plays as cops, and you're always free, and you're always trying to run around. All you have to do is tag somebody, and then you capture them, and then they're put into one of 2 jail cells. And then if you're the robbers, all you have to do is tag the button underneath the cells, and you can release your teammates again. Yeah.
Brent, what's your Mario Kart 8 takeaway?
It's really tough. I'd have to say it's probably a tie between the fantastic job that they did of remaking all of the old maps,
Sure.
and maybe adding a little new in some of them, and then as well as the new maps that they made, or the other half would be 200cc. Like that's so amazing for me.
So hard.
Just a whole like I thought 150 and Mir were bad, and then 200 just takes a dump on your chest.
Sure does.
I mean, to your point, Brent, 200cc is tough enough that every other Mario Kart game I've finished completely up to this point, I've yet to beat all the 200cc in Mario Kart 8, and I've tried endlessly, and I just can't get in the groove of beating it.
Right. So 150, you have to learn every map essentially to learn it.
Yep.
And then you do Mir, and it's learning all of the maps again backwards.
Yeah.
And then 200 is its own level of difficulty because things that you weren't cutting before, you can just cut now with relative ease.
I can just imagine in the next Mario Kart game they're going to do 200 mirror, and it's going to piss me
Oh
off.
my gosh.
They're going to do
That
it.
sounds terrible
They're
but
gonna do it.
amazing.
You can't beat 200 unless you have a sense of drift. All right, Jake, so what was your favorite part of Mario Kart 8?
Okay. I'm going to go off Brent's point a little bit. The tracks are amazing in this game. You start off with 4 cups of brand new tracks, so 16 total new tracks, along with 16 old tracks that go through the history of Mario Kart. But my favorite part of this game is the DLC, originally for Mario Kart 8, but I guess in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's adding more Nintendo characters. Like, not just the Mario exclusives, but you throw in Link in there. You throw in, I guess
Splatoon.
with this new one, the Splatoon. You throw in the Animal Crossing people.
Yeah.
And my favorite map in this game the new map in this game would probably have to be the F-Zero tracks. There's 2 of them.
those are
And
sweet.
Big Blue is so good.
Yeah.
And the music they add to it,
So good.
Oh my god.
And not only the characters, but like corresponting carts too.
Yeah,
like-
that's
like-
it.
Mike's,
like-
or
yeah, the
Link's
Blue
got a
Bomber.
Yeah, he's got a sweet bike.
Yeah.
that
And
too.
the Blue Bomber, yeah.
Uh-huh.
What a great throwback.
And
Yeah.
to your point, Jake, now that they've experimented with DLC and adding these cross Nintendo characters into it, that just teases the opportunity of a whole different Nintendo Kart that could eventually, hopefully, just teases the idea of that could exist.
Just more IPs coming into Mario Kart makes me super excited.
Yeah. I'm okay with them changing it from Mario Kart to Nintendo Kart or something along those lines.
So did they have a Metroid cart?
Not yet, bud.
No.
I'm hoping they do.
That would be cool.
It would
So
be very
awesome.
Take all your Nintendo top franchises and
Yeah.
put in some kind of kart racing. You take my 60 Ducks again. I'll do it again. So my favorite part of the Mario Kart 8, and it was more of the Wii U version than it was the deluxe version, but it was the unlockables. So starting with most of the Mario Karts, there's a coin system, which actually went away for a while, then came back in the most recent Mario Kart games. But in Mario Kart 8 especially, you would use the coins to unlock like Gold Mario or like Peach Chrome for some reason.
Yeah, Gold Peach Mario.
Yeah, there was a bunch of weird characters that were unlocked, and
Yeah.
when you unlocked something every 100 coins in Mario Kart 8, it was like, oh man, I want to keep playing because I want to know what's next. And getting those unlockables in carts or working up to that gold cart in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is so tough, but
Gold
it's
everything.
So
Just all gold everything.
yeah, it's so rewarding. So on top of the 200cc difficulty, they just put these little extra things in there that make unlockables that you just want so bad because you want everything, and that just adds more play value to these Mario Kart games. And I think it's definitely a selling point for
good point.
Yeah.
to all these deluxe versions.
I actually think I like it better when you don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
With just getting it by playing it, rather than like seeing a silhouette of it and being able to purchase it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I think I like that. I like better actually.
One honorable mention I want to throw out there was Mario Kart Wii, which I think opened up a lot of doors for Mario Kart because it opened Mario Kart to a lot of gamers, but also a lot of families. Because Mario Kart Wii sold with a peripheral that's now very janky, but at the time people loved
That
it.
steering wheel.
Exactly.
I went to a party a month ago and they were playing Mario Kart Wii with a steering wheel, and I
Gross.
hated it. I just wanted the numchuck. I'm like,
Right.
please give me this. I will beat you. The steering wheel, I have no control over this.
It's so terrible.
Yeah.
But Mario Kart Wii especially had probably one of the biggest rosters because it had a bunch of like Funky Kong and Dry Bowser came up for the first time.
Yep.
Really
So-
weird stuff.
Yeah, but that game particularly opened up a bigger audience for Mario Kart, something that the Double Dash didn't really do, but Mario Kart Wii especially did, just because of the platform itself.
Brought
Didn't
bikes
the Wii
too.
Didn't the Wii
Yeah.
have a motorcycle guy?
Yeah, bikes.
The bikes, yeah.
yeah. So
That's what I remember from
Yeah.
the Wii game.
Sure.
yeah, so it's definitely worth an honorable mention.
Popping wheelies, get a little boost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do this kind of quick fire now, starting with Jake. Favorite course? Oh, really?
We were at-
Baby Park is my favorite course by far, just because it's so easy and I dominate every time.
it's just a tiny oval of just absolute craziness.
You got to have your drift on point. You got to make sure, especially with Deluxe, you have both items always taken care of.
And even if you drive perfectly, there's a random green or red shell that's just going to mess you up.
Yep, that's why you always got to be prepared, bud.
All right, Brent. Favorite course?
I hated it in the original game, but the Yoshi's remake
In Deluxe?
in Deluxe,
Yeah, that one's tough.
oh,
Or the
God, I
Islands Yoshi?
picked that up faster than most people,
Sure.
and like I'm just good at it now, and I love it, especially on 200cc.
Ugh.
Learning that all over again, it was hard, but it was fun.
All right, Jesse. Favorite course?
I'm going old school. My favorite Mario Kart game ever was the Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo.
Sure.
All right.
My favorite course is the very first map, Mario Circuit.
Oh, really?
And it's just so nostalgic for me. The first video game I actually ever played when I was 7 years old was Mario Kart.
Oh, nice.
My brother and all his friends would come over. They were very good at Mario Kart.
Right.
Me being 7 years old was awful at Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah.
But being my very first introduction, it started my love for video games from the very start. So
Right.
I got to give the nod to Super Mario Kart, the very first map.
Anthony. Favorite course?
Jake said it earlier. It's Moo Moo Meadows.
Woo!
Love that one.
It's very good. Nostalgic place in my heart, Moo Moo Meadows.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
To close it out, my favorite course was on the GameCube, I believe, and it was DK Summit. I
nice.
loved going up the course in that giant barrel
Oh,
and
yeah.
work your way down that ice mountain and then
really
went
good.
to a rock mountain. And there was always a tight curve with a gap
Yeah.
before you went into this bridge. And I loved that gap for some reason. I loved that canyon and the rocks are falling behind you. That map just felt so cool and interactive. So,
Honorable mention to Waluigi Stadium.
Very good.
Love that one.
all right, we're just gonna do one word. Favorite character, Jake. Go.
Waluigi.
Metal Mario, hands down.
Donkey Kong.
Waluigi.
Luigi. Good choices, guys.
Very good. I know you want to go to trivia right now, John.
Yeah.
I have a little trivia myself before we go to regular trivia.
What?
Brent, you are always the quiz master when it comes to this shit.
What?
What?
You
Ti-
have both?
It's time for you to jump in, bud.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Watch me
so
do terrible. Here we go.
these are all sound effects. It's not just you, it's everybody.
I know, but watch me do
Okay.
terrible.
These are all sound effects from all the Mario Kart games. So there's only 8 to choose from. You have a good chance to actually pick which one it is.
Okay.
Okay, so here is the first music sound clip.
Double Dash.
It's the menu.
That's Double Dash. We're just going off game here. You just got to pick the
right.
game.
Oh, God, I knew that one.
So Anthony got the first one.
If Anthony wins this, I'm ending my life.
I have 4 clips since there's 4 people.
Gotcha,
And then I
okay.
have a tiebreaker ready.
All right.
Okay, so Double Dash, you're gone. Next one.
Mario Kart 64.
That is right. The trophy ceremony.
I wanted him just to get what he'd done with the whatever bullshit he was saying, just so I could answer it.
But I actually knew it.
I know. Shut up.
That was good.
Oh,
Very fast.
Why is this happening?
Why aren't you getting them right,
Wait
Brent?
till your
If he gets the next
I
one,
was
it's
being
over.
polite and wanted him to shut the hell up so that I could answer, but he guessed it right.
You can't be polite in this game.
All right, clip 3.
Here's clip number 3.
Super Mario Kart.
There it is, bud.
Yeah.
Just on the board with number 1.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that
I knew
the,
that instantly.
Isn't that the...
That's like the first track, I think.
That's the menu screen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So
I think it's the same as the first track.
Nice.
Anthony's on the board with 2 points, and Jesse just came in with 1 point. Jake's got one more clip for us.
Oh wow.
Mario Kart 8.
Rainbow Road.
You can take all the time in the world, Jesse.
It's just a game. This is just a game. It's not a track.
Do you guys know? Tell me and I'll tie Anthony.
Which one do you want me to guess to get rid of?
Okay, I'm gonna guess Mario Kart 7.
I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Anthony wins for the night.
It is Mario Kart DS.
DS. I never would have guessed that.
Anthony walks away the winner.
Oh.
I'm gonna win.
So you weren't very heavy on the menu sounds there.
Yeah, because if I just choose a track, the tracks have been remade numerous times.
That would
Yeah.
be really
It's very
hard.
difficult to do. Like I could have just done the Rainbow Roads from all the tracks, but
You should have done that.
I should have done that.
Maybe we should have. Maybe that's the best way to change.
I did the menus.
I
I
know,
thought the
that's
menus
good.
would be
That's
easy.
good. That was
that's
good.
how far he got. And now,
really-
it's been nice knowing you all, but now I'm going to go stand in front of a semi.
Trophy ceremony. I was
Yeah,
always there.
you were never there. It was always people you were playing with, and you were looking like that, looking all sad.
Oh, my God.
Do we ever get an explanation why Blooper was the one dumping the trophy?
Nope.
God.
Blooper's taking a dump, and it happens to be the
Oh,
trophy.
my God.
All right, let's move on to our next section, and personally one of my favorites, and that is trivia. Brent is our host tonight, and he's got 4 video game clips for us to wrap up the episode. So, Brent, can you drop clip number 1 on us?
All right, clip number 1.
If we pass beyond this door, we can never go back. The Order will surely banish us.
The Order 1886.
Knights of the Republic.
Damn it.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Star Wars.
Wow.
John's on the point with 1 board.
What door was that? Like,
That's
go
where
back?
Darth Malik and Darth Revan are in front of the Starforge on...
Oh, okay.
I played this game many times.
I can't remember. It's the one where you first go to when you become a Jedi. All right, I'll be amazed if any of you get this off the clip.
Oh, good.
But clip number 2.
Banjo Kazooie?
No.
I recognize that spring noise.
Sounds like Winnie the Pooh or some shit.
Is this Glover?
No.
Gex.
Oh my
Oh!
Disgusting.
I knew it was a random 3D platformer.
Yep, I recognize
That's
that.
disgusting.
I
You
recognize
do
that.
remember that.
Bling, bling. Gex is a pervert. Do you guys know that?
Yeah, he's a gecko. He's played by
Gecko.
Dana Gould. He just, yeah.
Terrible.
Gex is not great.
Gex 64, which I'm pretty sure that clip was from, not great.
It was also on like PlayStation.
It was,
and-
I played on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
John's dominating this
John's
one.
running away with this one.
I'm
2
okay
points
with
so
it.
far.
All right. Number 3.
Look around you, team. We're standing in a land very few humans have ever seen. This is the
Specific, by
world
the
known
way.
as Valhalla. It's where brave Asgardian warriors go when they die.
Thor?
Nope.
That's all like Marvel shit.
I think it's general Greek terms too, isn't it?
It is as well. Yeah, it is as well. God of War.
No.
God of War 2.
No.
God of War 3.
No.
Do you keep listing games? Can we get our first clue?
Yes. It was on PS Portable, Wii, PS3, PS4, and Xbox One.
God of War, PSP.
Oh God! Wait, there's more. Xbox, PC, PS2, Xbox 360,
So it's-
and Game Boy Advance.
Xbox.
Game Boy Advance?
Yeah.
A port doesn't have to be the same game. What's the genre?
Single player, multiplayer, action RPG.
Barf.
October 24th, 2006.
Baldur's Gate?
Nope.
Another clue.
All right. This is the last one I got.
Great.
Activision.
Ultimate Alliance?
Wow. That's just.
Jesus, I'm deaf.
I knew.
Wow,
knew
I was
it had
right
to
on
be-
Marvel shit then.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, you were
That's
close.
why I kept going with it, but
How?
Gross game.
How did you get that?
I think I've seen one of you guys play it.
Am I dreaming?
Same thing. No.
I've gotten one right off of these.
Anthony's-
Don't be too
I know,
impressed.
but like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anthony's
All
a
right,
player in this
Fourth
game.
clip. Anthony gonna time me, or I walk away the winner.
All right, clip number 4.
Resident Evil.
Left 4 Dead.
No.
Silent Hill.
Nope.
Is it like Battlefront?
Nope. All
All
right.
right, we get our first clue.
Single player, multiplayer, first person shooter. It was on PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Left 4 Dead?
No.
I said Left 4 Dead.
Oh, you did?
Diablo 3.
No.
Dishonored.
No. February 10th, 2015. 2K games.
Alien Isolation.
No.
2K.
Borderlands?
No.
No. 2K.
2K games / Turtle Rock Studios.
Oh, Evolve.
Correct.
Ding 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 ding.
Evolve.
So
John wins.
for the first time ever, I win! Yay!
Yay! Good job, John.
2 points for this guy.
I'm still disgusted you got Gex.
Yeah, I'm kind of too.
I forgot about that game.
I don't even
And
know what Gex is.
It's terrible.
It's-
not. Don't look
heard
into
of
it.
Gex.
Don't look
Just
into it.
a gecko who's like 007 a little bit. He's just
Yeah.
very stupid.
but
Okay.
terrible humor.
All right, that has been episode 9 of Super Media All Stars. You can find us on Twitter at SMAS Pod. You can find us on Facebook at Super Media All Stars. You can find us on YouTube at Super Media All Stars. And you can find us on Mac Services
Apple
podcast
Podcast. Yep.
at Super Media All Stars. Please like and subscribe to any channel you listen to. We appreciate your support and feedback. We are still in the eventual process of getting on Spotify. You can find me on Xbox at SideJohn. You can find me on PlayStation as jharris3571.
You can find me on Sony and Microsoft services at Lumberjake007. You can also find me on Instagram at Steelbook Obsessed. I just passed 350 followers.
Woo!
Good job.
I'm on Steam as a Bang Tang.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's it. Yep.
That's all you want to
Just
plug?
same.
On PlayStation 4, I am Sweatman20007, and on PC and Switch, just Hugsy.
Xbox Dr. Borich.
And be sure to check out our future videos, including the Metroid 3DS unboxing. We'll be looking at some amiibos. Till then, this has been Super Media All Stars. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.
Game over, man. Game over.
Bye-bye.
I am out of here.